Hello citizens of the internet, and welcome to the Dad's Guide to Minecraft. Let's play. Well, you can see behind me our completed Savannah village, and it is looking just fantastic with these shaders on. I just love the way this looks. And today, it's just a real short, special kind of episode for us. This is going to be our Savannah village tour. So, if checking out the Savannah village and all the buildings we built over the past couple months sounds like a plan, then let's get started. Okay, I'm starting up here on the roof of our castle, and this is our land down here, our little valley, our Savannah valley, and this is the balcony to our little bed chamber below us, but it is looking so cool, and I'm really loving this little guy over here, the Totem of Undying statue. The Temple of the Undying one that we built a couple episodes ago. I love it. It's so cool. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go check everything out. So there is our tower. And let's go down and look at, see how I did some decorations to our little house that we have here. So this is the bedroom. And it has great views overlooking all of our area down here. You know, chests galore and our little trapdoor going up, and yeah, I think that's really cool. I moved the little map wall in here, and there's plenty of space. If we want to expand it, we can. And we can go on top here real quick and just take a look at some of the things out here. So this is the back door. It comes out and basically goes nowhere. But it's a good way to get back out here, you know. And I did some decorations to the back, just making it look kind of like just a nice little porch entrance here. Let's go ahead and shut this and go all the way up to the top of the tower. And here's our best vantage point of the village and the surrounding mountainsides and Savannah. I mean, that looks really cool, doesn't it, with the white caps? I can't wait until the mountain update comes and we can, the caves and cliffs update, so we can see how that affects mountainous terrain. Probably not for this build, but you know, other biomes and other series that we do, we'll definitely see the effects there. Then we have our nether balcony coming out here on the side, and you can kind of see a little bit down there. That is going to be I'll show you that in a second. That's our little boat dock that I built off screen. So let's head on down here again, and we'll go all the way down to the boat dock so you can see what is happening down here. So we're going into the depths of the mountain itself. So spooky. But I went ahead and made some of the mossy stone brick. And I have that with regular stone brick and cobblestone. And then plenty of lanterns in here lighting the whole thing up. And then we have our little boat dock down here with no boats. Oops, I forgot boats. Oh well. But yeah, this is going to be how we can, you know, we can get in here. And actually, I was doing some scouting, and over this way, we could do some work and make this river connect both of the oceans. And this would be kind of a cool pathway for us. So let's go back up the stairs and see what else we have up here. We got a couple more rooms to explore in the castle. We have our kitchen area over here that has our double fireplace with the patented Dad's Guide furnaces below the fire pits. Plenty of chests around here, and we have some workstations, and I'll talk about the workstations right here real quick because I had to put this fence up. The villagers were coming in and taking over these workstations, and they kept on getting stuck on the stairs trying to get to the beds, so I ended up putting that up there. I also decided to put our storage right here. Remember before I thought it would be kind of cool to have maybe a place for our steed to go and like a little stables over here, but this is all of our just supplies that we have stored up so far along this wall. And then we have our giant semicircular room here where we can have great panoramas around of the sugarcane farm down below us, and an enchanting setup right here that is fully loaded, so we can go ahead and get all 30 levels if we want. Kind of sparse otherwise. There's probably some other things we could do to this room. Maybe put some fake chairs in here since you can't sit down in Minecraft. And yeah, let's go out here onto our bridge. And this bridge was in the second episode of us building the Savannah village. And I think it turned out really well and is a great way for us to get to our little castle house here. Okay, now let's go ahead and check out our very first build we did. This is right here. This is the survival house, and all of these are linked below. I won't be able to put enough cards on the screen for all of these builds, so just click on the description. Look at those links down there if you want to go back and see any of these, the construction of any of these. But I turned this into a big bunkhouse for our villagers. It's quite extensive. This should really make us have lots of surplus villagers in this arena here. And then over here we have one of our standard villager bunkhouses. It's just 4 beds, some lighting, some flower pots, and a little place for them to store their excess wares. But yeah, this is it, and we have quite a few of these little houses around. I'm not going to go into every single one of them, but this was a very simple, very cool design for us to build, and very enjoyable. And then right here is our forge. Our forge is the home to a couple of our professions. We have the blast furnace over here for our armor. We have the toolsmith table here, the smithing table for our toolsmith, and we have our grindstone for our weaponsmith. And those guys do come in here and they work away all day, and we traded them up, so they have some great trades. And let's come over here and just check out our original farm that I expanded last episode, just so we had a little bit more for our farmer to work on. And then our barn right here, and somehow our Fletcher got to the other side of... How did you get over there, dude? It's funny, I've been having like villagers escape, and I don't know how they get over there. But let's go ahead and let him in. I did put some fences into the gates over here, and I know there's one down here somewhere. Where is the gate? It's down here. Here we go. We'll go ahead and open those up, and hopefully he can pathfind down here. We might have to help him a little bit later get down. But that leads us from our barn up there down to our Fletcher's station and his workshop, this little lean-to, and then our archery range. Remember this? This is kind of our cool little project that we worked on, where we could shoot those and the heads pop up. And let's see if I can hit this guy the first time here. Oh, missed. Too high. A little bit lower. Nope. One more. Yay. Okay, we got him. But yeah, fun little project, the archery range. Go check that one out too if you haven't seen that one yet. And let's go on up here. I might have to actually switch to go to sleep real quick, because the sun is setting over our village. But that brings us to this center area here, where this is our village center, our meeting hall for our villagers. And they do love just meeting around this center area. It's a nice location for them. It's got bell up here, so we can ring that in case there's a raid, and a central fire pit for them to warm up to and use. And then I'm going to go to sleep, and we'll be right back after the sun rises again. So with the shaders on, it does tend to get dark in this valley in the morning. As the sun's rising, the light does not shine down here as bright as one might think. But last episode, we went ahead and we did some upgrades to the village itself, including this little water feature, very simple water feature, and some custom trees and a lamppost to light up the village at night so we don't get evil bad guys spawning in here. Now, these are just other bunkhouses right here, but let's go on back to our stonemason's workshop and our mason's table and all of the cool little rocks that we have here in stone types. And then you can use the little furnace right here to get his materials all smelted up. And of course he gets all that from the mine entrance. And I did some work to just open up this mine entrance, make it kind of a cool entrance for our stonemason to get his wares. Nothing cool down here. It just goes down to diamond level. But this is just I think a neat little design that's fitting for the Savannah village, and our folks can come in here. Then also last time we went up and we built these terraced gardens, and look, they're already planting things. I still haven't figured out a solution yet for the golems stepping down here. I might actually have to put fences up along and just keep them to the stairs in the center here coming down where we have the water trenches coming down, because they do tend to jump off of these onto the dirt, and that causes, yeah, like we didn't see it there, but that was pretty close. It causes them to make the soil so it needs to be tilled again, so we can go in here and help them out a little bit. If someone from Mojang is watching this, it would be awesome if you made it so your farmer villagers could also retill land. That'd be very cool. Just a suggestion. I think it's one that is overdue for our little farmers to be able to work their own land. Okay, and continuing around our village really quick, we have over here one of the biggest early builds we did, which is the library, and that sun is bright right there. And do we have a good shot of this with the custom trees in the way? Kind of, maybe. It's going to be a little bit hard to see, but this is our library. Perfectly set up for our 3 or 4 or 5 librarians. How many librarians do we have in here? I think 5 now. And here's a couple of them. Looking around. No, actually, do we have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 librarians. And they just, you know, work all day. We were lucky enough to get a couple of really good trades, like our mending for 1 emerald. That was because this guy was a zombie and we saved him. Go check out that video as well about how to cure zombies, villagers, and also to breed villagers. And this is our first enchanting setup. And then up at the top here, we have a really large storage room that I've not put to use whatsoever. Someday we might do that, but I think if you were going to build this in your world, that might be a good place for you to store your goods as well. And coming back over to the side here, this is our animal products pen, where we have our cows and sheep and the people who work with those. We have our leather worker and our shepherd, and we also have inside here our butcher, who will deal with all the animals after you know, maybe these guys are done with them. But yeah, that's our combo workshop area for those guys. Excuse me, sir. And then we have another one of our little bunks, and this is our cleric's workshop. Very simple round building, and originally I was going to do a full temple church for him, but I decided that having the Temple of the Undying one would be a better build for us to make something cool for our village, and just make something simple and low for this guy right here, where he can do his brewing and all sorts of cool stuff with potions and whatever he does with rotten flesh. I'm not sure. And then here we have our cartography tower. And I always like to have our cartographers up high so they can survey the land around. And here he is, not using his table effectively, but that's the dude who gave us our Woodland Mansion map, and we were able to go find that, which you want to go check out those episodes. That was a lot of fun for us to do as well. But up here, this was originally the tall tower for the village, and as you can see, he can look around here and make his maps about what he's seeing and the geography around him. Not as high as our tower over here, which is now the pinnacle and the focal point of the village itself. But yeah, this was a really fun build. Definitely go check that one out if you would like to build one of these in your world. And our last profession house is over here, and this is our fisherman's cottage. And inside we have 2 fishermen. One was tending to get out, and I was assuming he was getting out down here, so I had to put another fence gate up. He was exploring around. I think what was happening is he was going fishing, and you know, maybe he was celebrating too much by the ocean there, and couldn't find his way back to the cottage and got lost, and so I would have to let him in through the gates all the time. So not sure where the other guy went, but he's around here somewhere. And then our last build is the Temple of the Undying one, and this is modeled after that Totem of Undying that we got from the Woodland Mansion and those pesky invokers. And the way this is set up is it's just a statue with a secret entrance with this lever down here. So we get in this spot here and click on it, and there we go. We got our double piston door coming in here, and that is our really creepy, weird looking with this shader nether portal. And then around the back, I took some suggestions and I put our other totem undying in here, and then because we got 2, and then put 1 up there. And these are just for any kind of materials we get from the nether, and we can drop them off as we come out. And we can always shut the door from the inside like that. But let's go on the outside here again. We'll shut this gate real quick here. There we go. And yeah, that's our village. I mean, it's not a huge village, but it's definitely totally custom. We had a great time building it, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who's been with me through this journey and just giving me encouragement and suggestions about what to do next, whether it's decorating the exteriors, doing custom trees and builds. It's just been so great to have the comments and feedback and well wishes from the whole community. And with that, we're going to bring this episode to an end. I'm so happy we got this done. And please, in the comments below, let me know what you would like to see next. We have a couple really cool things we could do. We could do a village breeder. We could do a iron farm. We could go looking for that pesky jungle that I cannot find anywhere. We can also have a mushroom village. Remember we found that mushroom island down there? I've never done a custom mushroom village. Maybe that's what we do next. So leave those comments below. And if you are so kind, please click that like button, smash that subscribe button, and click that notification bell so you don't miss an upcoming episode of the Dad's Guide in the future. Until next time, my friends, bye for now.